Well, g'day everyone. Thank you very much for jumping on to our weekly Basecamp call for our Dream Trips team here. Hey, I'm really excited because we've got none other than our amazing Kylie Thompson here joining us. Kylie is our Australian or Oceania leader. She was one of my upline, if you will. And Kylie and I have pioneered the way and been locked arms together, building this team for the last 2.5 years. Been doing business with Kylie and in and out of our lives probably for the last, what's it, 16, 17 years now. Geez, that makes us sound
Wow.
age.
Maybe
And
sound old, Jeff.
we've been on four amazing dream trips together. And it's my absolute pleasure to, bring on and host this conversation for today with Kylie. We've got some really, really exciting announcements to share with you. Like if you weren't on the DreamTrips Academy call, like us crazy Aussies who got up at 1 a.m., hey, totally understand. But hey, it's not, you don't get better than live. And as leaders, we'll show up and, it's almost like for us, it's a non-negotiable. We have to be there so we can be able to serve our team in a bigger, more fruitful way. So we've got some really exciting announcements. I'm going to hand the mic over to Kylie, and let's get started, shall we?
Awesome, Jeff. Thank you so much for your beautiful intro and for hosting this call. And I want to just acknowledge you for your incredible servant leadership and who you've grown to be on this Dream Trips journey. And so I can see lots of new faces. So hi, it's an absolute pleasure to virtually meet you. And I feel really blessed and honored to be here on this call. And look, I've been a little bit MIA the last 6 months with Dream Trips. Just some personal stuff going on in my life. My daughter, at 16, left home on the weekend to pursue her music career. She's a little superstar and just lots of stuff. So, but I wanted to kind of kick off with that because that's life, right? We all have stuff that happens. And what I really love about the Dream Trips business model is, you can go on a run and you can push real hard, but then when life happens, you can also step back knowing that everything's still working in the background. So even though I've been a little bit stepped back for the last 6 months, my business has still continued to grow. I've still had passive income that's continued to come through. And ultimately, that's why we're here, right? We're here for freedom. We're here for passive income. And it's, I think, sometimes really important to kind of just reconnect with why are we here? Why did you say yes to Dream Trips? Why are you actually on this call today? And so we've obviously got an incredible opportunity right now leading into the end of April with our $1 promo. And what this allows us to do essentially is to what we call load our binary, load our business, because everything that we do now with this $1 promo, we get paid in May and June. And with the announcements from our Dream Trips Academy, and for those of you who were on, you would have seen I had a bit of a oh crap moment. I didn't realize Mark was going to cross to me and I was in my dressing gown. So I was like hightailing it into the room at 2 a.m. with, messy mermaid hair going, crap, I better put something on. It was a bit of a crazy moment, but it's all fun. So $1 promo, and then that's obviously going to lead into May, where we actually create this alliance. So Jeff, did you want me to kind of roll into that update, or where did you kind of want me to go with that?
Yeah, I think we just stick to our agenda that we discussed there, and let's just talk about the DTA recap, and then we can
Wait.
talk about our exciting trips and our game plan moving forward.
Sweet delicious. Okay, so just let me know, guys, in the chat, who was on the DTA call. Give me a yes or put live, and then if you weren't, just say no, just so I kind of get a sense of who's got the info, who hasn't. And I apologize for those of you who were on live, that we're going to kind of cover some old ground with you guys. But the really good news is it's great when you listen to things a second time, because there'll be stuff that you missed. It's like when you watch a movie or read a book multiple times, you always get more as you go on. So Elizabeth, awesome for being on live, babe. That's amazing. I know you were on live, Jeff. Dave, me, is that were you live or were you weren't? I have menopause brain. You can't confuse me with things. Tracy, you're on live. Awesome. Amanda was on live. Amazing. Well done, guys. Oh, Carrie, I get it, babe. I have missed so much because I'm a skipper. I drive boats. I get paid to be a mermaid, which is really cool. But I've also been bummed that I've missed out on a heap of live calls as well. And who we got? And Dave, yes, awesome. I thought you were on live. I thought I remember seeing your name in the chat. So sweet, delicious. So let's do the big recap. So the big announcement, the big drum roll is that DreamTrips is actually forming an alliance with a company called My Daily Choice. Now, immediately I've said that there's going to be some mixed emotions. Some of you be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Some will be like, oh my God, no, what's going on? And some will be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So essentially, My Daily Choice, or MDC, is kind of like a boutique version of Amazon. They call it a house of brands. And so DreamTrips is still fully owned by Mark and Tammy Smith. They haven't sold the company. This is a really great thing because as DreamTrippers, what it does is it allows us to become part of a bigger community under an umbrella of multiple brands where we then become a one-stop shop. So instantly, it gives us access to over 200 countries digitally and over 40 countries where we can actually ship physical products. So guys, I just got goosebumps. So what that means for us is now with our members, we can obviously do exactly what we've been doing over the last however long, promoting DreamTrips, leading with travel. But guess what? We've now got a whole suite of other products where we can get paid because our members, they still buy nutrition products. They still wear gym wear. They need fuel additives to make their car perform better. There's so many other products within the MDC umbrella. And the other really great thing is we will be merging across into their compensation plan and drum roll. Who's excited? We're going to get a pay rise. Whoop, whoop. We love pay rises. So instantly, our residual income, it's almost a 3 times pay rise. So tell me where else you can go. Can you go to work and say to your boss, can you triple my pay, please? So that's pretty amazing. So we are really excited. Now, we are not going to go into the detail of the compensation plan today because there's actually a call that they're going to do a complete compensation plan training. And I just, on that note, just want to segue, and I know I'm kind of giving you a lot of info, and I'm going to hand back to Jeff in a sec who'll kind of, fill in the blanks because I get a little bit excited. So we have 2 of my absolute all-time favorite leaders who are part of the MDC brand, who were actually founding leaders of DreamTrips. So Dan Stamen was our original founder and CEO. And Dan Stamen is an absolute rock star in the travel space, in the network marketing space. And he is one of the top leaders. We become part of his team within the MDC brand. So for us, like the depth of his knowledge, his experience, his understanding, for it to come full circle, it's a really great thing for each and every one of us. And he's really excited for DreamTrips to be joining with MDC, which is incredible. And as much as I think Danny's freaking amazing and a total rock star, probably one of my absolute all-time favorite leaders, someone who I've called a mentor for the last 10 years, is Jefferson Santos. And goosebumps, guys, like just, this man, I love his heart. He has the most beautiful heart. He's so generous. He's so giving. He's so compassionate. I absolutely love his integrity. This man, if Jefferson says something, like, it's going to happen. He's not a hypey BS kind of guy. He's the real deal. And his communication, the way that he explains things, the way that he trains, I would say is the best on the entire planet. Like that is the level of where Jefferson Santos is. He's now our upline leader. I used to watch him on stage. I used to use all of his training videos, and I would just be like, oh my gosh, like Jefferson's amazing. Now I'm on leadership calls with him and he's calling me out and we're having conversations. So I've been a little bit starstruck going, oh my gosh, like this guy is a rock star. So yeah, just so incredibly blessed to be back within Jefferson Circles. So he does the best comp plan training videos I've ever seen in my life. So he will be doing the comp plan training. We are really excited about that. And he records all the videos. He keeps them super short and sweet. He does amazing visuals. So, they're really easy to follow and really simple. So the comp plan detail we will leave to Jefferson. He'll explain that. But just know, guys, this is a really great thing for each and every one of us. Now, of course, when something new happens, there can be confusion, there can be excitement, there can be mixed emotions. So if you have questions, that's why we're having this call, and we will have a Q&A at the end. But essentially, when it comes to DreamTrips, the product, nothing changes, except we're now going to have access to a whole heap more members, which is a really great thing because it means we can have even more DreamTrips. We've got even better buying power. So our product's only going to get better. The pricing's not going to change. So everything is super, super simple. On the business side, the way we recruit is still the same. You don't even have to share any of the other brands within MDC if you don't want to. You can just keep doing the same old, same old. For me personally, I will be absolutely still focusing purely on DreamTrips until the end of May. And then in June, I'll then be looking at, okay, how can I now, bring in some of these other products into my product mix, in the products that I feel aligned to. So don't feel that you've all of a sudden got to learn all 30 brands, because you don't. Stick with DreamTrips. Right now, our big focus needs to be just the $1 promo. Don't even worry about the other brands for now. And then we'll start introducing those probably one at a time. We might just do like a little spotlight each week with you guys, and we'll be learning and getting to know those new brands and products as well. And then again, just promote what you're excited about, the products that you're going to use, what's in alignment with you. So, we want to just keep it super, super, super simple. And the other announcement from our DTA, oh my goodness, I'm just so excited about this. So Mark and Tammy have invested a significant amount into marketing and promotion and actual having ads online and TV commercials, but they're doing it in a way of education through a mini documentary. And we have one of my all-time favorite movie stars and celebrities who will be promoting this particular mini documentary, and that's none other than Meg Ryan. So I love Meg. Carrie, I just saw your face, and it was like, that was like a whole Meg Ryan face there from Harry Met Sally. I love it. Yes, absolutely, Trish. Yes, so exciting. She's just such an incredible ambassador for travel, and the way that they're doing this. Now, this at the moment is still under the wraps. We're not allowed to share anything publicly around Meg Ryan or her show at the moment. But as soon as we have access to that, we'll make sure that you will get it. And obviously you'll see Jeff and I will have it all over social media. So, when we share it, feel free to, copy and steal everything. Jeff, is there anything else that I've missed from the DTA?
No, I think that's a great recap. And I shared the live replay. So last night, the replay went live, and I did share that amongst the group there. There is a good couple of hours worth of content there, but I highly recommend going and watching the replay. And today was just an opportunity just to give you a recap. We will do a Q&A towards the end. I did see a few questions coming up there, and don't worry, we do have the answers, so we'll look after you. But more importantly, now we've got, 9 days? I believe it's 9 days left to really leverage this $1 promotion. Really just stack up our team and get people secured in for just $1 for a 30-day trial. Now, it's not about signing people up for $1. It's about really getting the long-term vision and getting them to buy in. Like Kylie and I, we paid a couple of $1,000s each to join this club. And people can jump in for $1. Like, come on, like no brainer. But we've got some really exciting incentives that we're going to share with you. So I'll just get Kylie to unpack that and really look at what we're planning to do here as a team. Now, this is not corporate wide. This is very much a team exercise. So, Kylie, where are we heading to in August?
We're going to Thailand. So excited, so excited. So one of the things, I mean, I've been a part of the DreamTrips global community now for 9.5 years. And I've been on almost 50 dream trips. And, you know, it's one thing to travel. Like, I love to travel. Travel is one of my absolute favorite things. But to travel on a dream trip where you are treated like a VIP rock star, it's just a completely different experience. And until you experience a dream trip, you just don't understand that. You know, you can watch presentations, you can hear Jeff and I get excited, and, you know, all the other leaders share on these calls. But really, for your own product knowledge, you got to come and experience a dream trip. And, you know, I can let you guys in on a little secret. I have a gorgeous new man in my life. I've fallen head over heels in love, which is very exciting. And he's so excited to come on his first dream trip. And he said to me the other day, he's like, oh, so is it just like group travel? And I'm like, oh, there's that question. I'm like, well, yeah, it's group travel, but it's not group travel at the same time. And so, and I said to him, I said, look, you just got to experience it. And I was explaining, you know, how a dream trip's put together and, you know, all the things, the airport transfers and the welcome reception. I said, but the magic source to a dream trip is the people. It's, you know, connecting with that instant travel family of people who, you know, you get, who are part of your tribe, people who are, you know, the crazy out there misfits just like you. And we just come together and we have so much fun. And, you know, I've now met people all over the world thanks to Dream Trips. And, you know, these guys are some of my lifelong best friends. So I'm so grateful for Dream Trips. So, this dream trip to Thailand in August is going to be epic. Now, it's actually a dream break, but Jeff and I have decided that we're going to kind of be your hosts and run it as a team trip and a team promo. And it's $199. Like, it is such a great price. Being a dream break, it normally doesn't include a host. Obviously, Jeff and I will be there, so we're going to host you anyway. It doesn't have some of the normal dream trip inclusions like airport transfers and extra tours and things. But again, we're going to organize some team stuff to make that super cool. But what Jeff and I are really excited about is we want to actually get you guys on that trip for free. Because there's one thing, it's really cool to travel on dream trips. It's even better if you can earn those trips for free. And moving forward, the company, yes, that is USD. Beautiful. Oh, Link, it's so good to see you on there, babe. I didn't see you down there in the corner. I got to meet Nolene on our Gari dream trip at Fraser Island in person. And again, like, you know, you see people on Zooms, but then you go dream trip with them and you're like, oh my God, like we were swimming in Lake Mackenzie together, doing all of our 50,000 selfies. And it's so beautiful when you get to connect, you know, at that heart-to-heart level with people on a dream trip, which is super, super cool. So basically, there you go. We can make this for your birthday, babe. And the cool thing is I'm actually going to be redoing this same dream trip again next year in March for my birthday because I want to swim with whale sharks. And unfortunately, August is not whale shark season. But I've been to Thailand before. It is incredible. Can't wait to put together some extra tours and make it super special. So guys, with the promo, so you can just go and book the dream trip in August for $199 per person. It's incredible value. I've price matched it online and it really is amazing value for our dream trips. But what we want to do is we want to help you guys get there for free. Would you guys like Jeff and I to pay for your trip? Would that be cool? Yes, I know, right? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So we have a little team promo that Jeff and I put together yesterday because we know for you guys to achieve your dreams and goals, you need a strategy. And when you have a strategy, you need like an immediate target or something that you're working towards. So we know to set you up, we need to leverage the crap out of this $1 promo. So to help you with that, drum roll, for every single one of you, not the one person who does the most, every single one of you on this call can earn this trip for free when you recruit 10 people, 10 personals on the $1 promo by the end of the month. Now, some of you will be excited by that. Some of you will be like, 10? I haven't recruited 10 in my entire time of being, as part of DreamTrips. Jeff and I have recruited 10 people in a day from hospital beds. So it's totally possible. And so we know so many people who've done this, but you got to make a decision first and foremost. I'm going to get that trip for free. I'm going to do the 10. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how it's going to happen. But as soon as we know you're committed and you're aiming to get those 10, we will support you to be able to do that. Sound cool? So it's all about trusting in the process. And I promise you it's possible. Jeff and I have done it. We wouldn't say, a promo for you guys. Trisha's like, heck yes. And here's the thing, guys, if you've ever recruited one person in your entire time at DreamTrips, then you can recruit 10. All we're doing is we're compressing the time frame, and pressure creates diamonds, right? So if you're feeling like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, Larry's like, I'm in. I love it. Awesome, awesome, Larry. I can't wait to give you the biggest hug in Thailand and have a dreamsy call with you guys. It's going to be so awesome. Kara's like, yeah, let's get it. Jay's in. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Love it.
Seriously, guys, this is going to be, we've never run a team promo like this before. So Jeff and I are super pumped. I'm bringing my son, Zach, he's 13. It'll be Daryl's first dream trip. So he's pumped. He's excited. Super, super, super cool. So the dates for the dream trip are August the 22nd to the 27th. Now, we do need to book no longer than the 18th of July. And our goal is to sell out that trip. I've already given Mark a heads up. It's like, Jeff and I, we're going on this trip. We're running it as a team promo. So just giving you a heads up, we may need more rooms. He's like, I don't know if we can get more rooms. I'm like, well, you better find out because we're going to need them. So we're really excited. So 10 people. And now the $1 promo will run out at the end of this month, right? So we've got an immediate focus. Now this strategy is to get you excited, but it's also about you loading your $1 because it's so easy to get people in on $1. And this is where we can leverage the crap out of social media. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Who wants to come to Thailand with me in August? And even better still, you can qualify to do this trip for free. Like we can start using that language because the culture moving forward of DreamTrips is for you to qualify to do a free trip every quarter, every 3 months, free trip. That's pretty cool, right? So this one, this little focus for the next 10 days will be all about pushing the $1 promo and getting you to Thailand for free. But then the next trip we've got to work forward to is Greece. Now, I will be there. I know Jeff will be there. My partner, Daryl, has never been to Greece. So he's just like, oh my God, this is like a dream come true. I'm like, welcome to DreamTrips, babe. This is how we roll. So pretty excited about that. So the Greece trip, there's actually 2 dream trips back to back. So we've got our mega transformation trip. That's the one that you can earn for free. Now that is the 2nd of October. Then there's going to be a back-to-back trip. The second trip is actually one of my absolute all-time favorite kinds of dream trips because it's a volunteer. So a volunteer is where we combine travel and a service project where we can go and give back. Now, I did that in Mexico quite a few years ago. We did a resort takeover at the Marival, which was like luxury residences, the most beautiful resort I've ever stayed in my life. So we did our mega dream trip first. We had a day in between, and then we did the volunteer, and we went and served at an orphanage. And I get quite emotional when I think about, when you get to combine travel where you can actually make an impact and leave a legacy. And, we were able to give these kids something like in the orphanage, they said, oh my gosh, what you guys have achieved in a couple of days with us, it would have taken us 2 years to do, you know, because we just brought this army of people and resources and supplies, and, you know, what we're able to achieve was incredible, to give these kids a home, you know, a roof over their head, to put food in their belly, and to give them an education. And, you know, for me, yes, that Mexico dream trip was probably the best dream trip of my life. But my favorite part of that, the thing that's so meaningful to me, was the volunteer part where we actually got to give back. And so I am rapt that we are bringing back volunteers. I've been like begging Mark and Tammy. I know that they've had a lot of their plate in just, you know, launching and relaunching the company. But, you know, if you have a heart to serve, volunteers are just incredible. And when we're traveling so far to Greece, to be able to do back-to-back trips, it just makes it extra special. So super wrapped. Now, we don't have the details to qualify for Greece, which is why another reason why I've kind of given you a little mini one first. So we qualify 10 people, 10 personals by the end of the month to get to Thailand. And then for May is when we'll then be able to start qualifying to be able to earn that trip to Greece in October. So we've got plenty of time. And the other really cool thing, that's a company promo. And Mark, again, hasn't given us the details, but when Jeff and I were on the leadership call, he did mention that we may be able to also qualify and earn airline dollars for that trip as well. So it won't just be the dream trip component. There's potential to earn the whole thing. But on that, Jeff, I know I'm putting you on the spot with this. Do you have that? I do this. I love working with Jeff. He's just like action man, like all the gadgets, all the things. That slide with those bonuses with the comp plan, can you bring up that screenshot if that's at all possible?
Yeah, it is
possible.
possible.
So guys, the other thing while Jeff is bringing this up is with this new comp plan, as you hit different ranks, you earn bonuses. And so what we want you guys to do before we wrap up the call today and before I hand back over to Jeff is I want you guys to set a goal, because if you aim at nothing, you're guaranteed to hit it. And prior planning prevents painful poor performance. So we don't want you on the 1st of May to have that regret because you weren't able to leverage this promotion. We want to set you up for success, and you need to have a goal. So obviously the goal now is 10 personals by the end of this month, and then you earn your free dream trip to Thailand. And the other reason we're wanting to get you set up with those 10 personals is so you can then hit ranks as those personals start paying their fees in May, because then you get one-time bonuses. So at the moment in our current DreamTrips compensation plan, we have weekly and monthly rank bonuses. Well, we have those in the new comp plan once we merge across, but we also have one-time bonuses. So let's just say your 10 people all joined on a standard membership. That would be 10 times $80 a month, which is $800 in revenue. But you can see to hit that first affiliate rank is the 1K volume. That gives you a one-time bonus of $100 US. So the more you do now, that sets you up with already volume going in for that first month, plus whatever else that you sell. And there's going to be some amazing packs and promos and brand bucks and all sorts of cool things that we'll be able to promote, not just to new members, but to our existing members. So I know myself, come the 1st of May, as soon as we have access to MDC, I'll be buying a brand bucks pack, and then you can go on a shopping spree across all of the 30 brands. So if we all buy a brand bucks pack, and I think they start at $199 and I think they go up to about $1,500, the direct commissions on those is absolutely insane, but all of that volume also goes in to help you qualify for these ranks. So I'm going to share my goal. So my goal between now and the end of the month is to actually get 20 personals on the $1 promo. And then in May, My goal is to hit the 50K affiliate rank. But what happens then is I won't just get the $5,000 bonus, because on the way I'll have gotten the 100 bonus for the 1K, the $500 bonus for the 5K, the 1,000 for the 10, the 2.5 for the 25, and the 5,000. Guess what? That's all in US dollars. That can pay for flights and, you know, our extra people that we want to bring on trips and all the exciting things. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I want you to look at that right now. And I want you to go, what level do you want to be at? So how many personals on the $1 promo do you want by the end of this month? And remember, 10 is what we need to qualify for Thailand for free. And then what level do you want to hit in May so you can hit those one-time bonuses? And Jeff and I want to know what they are, because then once we know what you're aiming for, we know who our leaders are, we can then help support you to make that happen. And Jeff, on that, I'm going to hand back to you to, you know, fill in the gaps, but also to share with your group the level that you are aiming for the next 2 months as well.
Yeah, cool. And something that also Kylie, you know, just has missed there on the right-hand side, of the very right-hand side of that screenshot, was our monthly bonuses as well. You know, so like we basically pay for our trips, you know, using this money. And this is how we get paid to travel. There's nothing better than getting paid to travel, but there's one thing that's better, and it's earning your trip and earning that for free. And that's why we've decided to really leverage these incentive trips for our team here. So, yeah, so just a couple of recap things there. The Thailand trip is just for our internal team, and we've got to get the other 10 people recruited by the end of the month to leverage this $1 promotion. Now, we're only leading up to the $1 promotion. We're leading up to this MDC, you know, transition, and the Meg Ryan, you know, video going live, and there's going to be all these awesome stories that come out of this. You know, so I'm personally going to aim for the 25K. So Kylie's going for the 50K. I'm going for the 25,000 rank, and we're just going to basically leverage these stories that come out of this, you know. And we're all, the other exciting thing too, as we got mentioned here on the leadership meeting, is when we go through the comp plan and go through the details, we're all starting off at ground zero, even us leaders, but we're also going to be grandfathered in at what they call the executive rank. So it's about 2 or 3 ranks off the bottom straight away. And so that's why we want to also get people in now and positioned now. Really leverage this $1 promotion now to get people also to come along with that transition and get grandfathered in at that executive level rank. And other than that, Kylie, I think that's all we needed to mention around the DTA announcements and, you know, these incentive trips. Was there anything else that we missed, just to check?
Yeah, so I just want to answer Nolene's question. So Nolene said, so is Thailand only for business builders? So right now, any DreamTrips member can go in and actually book that trip, which is $199 US per person. So yeah, that's open to anyone. So if you don't qualify, you can still come on that trip with us. You just have to pay for it. That's all. So it's there's no problem. So if you've got people who are members that you want to come on that trip with you, absolutely. But here's the thing, if they want to refer, actually, there's one other thing, Jeff, I just remembered. I don't think this was mentioned on the DTA call, but when we're on our leaders call, I don't know what the time frame is. It could be 3 months, could be 6 months, it could be a window. But with part of the merging across to MDC, we will not be having to pay our rep fee anymore.
Yeah,
so the $30 a month IBO, that will be going away, which we are so freaking excited about, because under the MDC brand, anyone can join that brand as an affiliate for free. So that's another really exciting piece as we move forward. So Nolene, to answer your question around that, moving forward, anybody can then become an affiliate. So a customer will also be an affiliate, which is really, really exciting. So yes, Larry, that's correct. So there'll be no IBO fee. So you will have that fee for a window of time. We just don't know what that window of time is. It might be 3 months. It could be, 6 months. I don't know. Yeah, exactly right. It's really exciting. So super, super cool. Speaking of Holy Moly, I'm going to Holy Moly in Melbourne on the weekend. It's like a really cool putt. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
So So yes, so that's exciting. We'll still have our refer for pay no more. So Nolene, for your members who are not currently reps, they can whereabouts are you? Would love to. We're staying in Melbourne, and I think we're staying in Lawn for a night somewhere as well. So it'd be super cool. I don't even know where Knoxfield is, but anyway, we'll message. We'll sort that out. I have no idea where anything is in Melbourne.
I love this part of our Dream Trips in the Travel Club. We go to all different destinations that we can just meet up with each other. I'm looking
it's so
forward
cool.
to our trips with Sundays in June. So, so sorry to cut you off there. Cool. So yeah, so lots of exciting stuff going there with the MDC merger. We'll come around to Q&A in a second, but I just want to focus now on our ATM strategy. So we're looking at ways to help you guys to go now recruit these 10 people. And Kylie and I, we've tried everything and anything and everything in between to be able to find a system. And we always keep coming back to this ATM, this ad tag message system. So Kylie is the queen in teaching this. So Kylie, in 10 minutes, let's show people how to leverage the ATM system, and then we'll open up for some Q&A, hey?
Yeah, amazing. Thank you, Dylan. So just as a little segue into this, so I want you to be really honest. I'm really requesting right now that you are completely 100% honest with me. Hands up if you are absolutely madly, deeply in love with Rapid Funnel. Anyone? No hands. One hand, maybe. Yeah, okay. Renee says yes. I've got a few like, what the heck? Look, Rapid Funnel is an incredible tool. Look at Jeff. He's got a thumbs down. Jeff is like the techiest tech nerd that I know. And we know that is an incredible, powerful tool, but it's also been really challenging for us as leaders to duplicate with that tool, to teach people how to set it up and how to use it. And, it's a fantastic tool, but it's just always been a bit of a handbrake in the business. But what we do know is that every single one of you knows how to do a Facebook post. Every single one of you have joined a Facebook group. Every single one of you have tagged someone in a post at some point, right? Because that's what we do as part of being social and online every single day. So back in the day, about 6 or so years ago, under the original DreamTrips brand, we started leveraging online social media. And what we did is we used a 3-step system called ATM. And there are a couple of industry leaders who are not in our company, but the top income earners in network marketing on the planet. And they are the ones who mentored me in this 3-step process. And honestly, it is so freaking simple. We can all work together as a team. It creates community. It builds that online social proof. And it's fun. It's simple. It's easy. So what we have, and I'm going to get in a sec, Jeff, not yet, but in a second, I'll get you to share your screen and open up the group, and making sure that all of you are actually in that group. We'll share the link in the chat. But essentially, the 3-step process is this. We add someone to a Facebook group, we tag them in a post, and we send them a message. So that's our ATM, add, tag, message. But let me just break that down for you. So before we add someone to a group, we need their permission. So we actually have to have a conversation. So there's actually a little bit of pre-work before we can ATM them, which is no different to what we do now, right? So if your thing is sending messages in Messenger, do that. If your thing is going shopping and meeting people and connecting and, signing up, meeting people that way, great, do that. If you like picking up the phone, awesome, do that. Or if you like doing it like Jeff and I do, we use attraction marketing. So we will share a post on social media. People will then say, hey, I'm interested. We'll then take that to a Messenger conversation, because the money's in Messenger. I'm going to say that again. The money's in Messenger. So we've got some interest. Maybe someone's liked our post. So let's just say I do a post. Carrie gives it a big love because she's like, yeah, I'm loving that post, Kyles. So then I'm going to get into Messenger, because the money's in Messenger, and go, Hey, Tori, oh my goodness, thank you so much for loving on my post. How the heck are you? What's going on in your world? Blah, 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 blah. There's no selling. I'm just connecting. And so I'm going to let her reply. And then I'm going to say, hey, just curious. Thank you for loving my post, but what was it that you loved about the post? Because now I want her to tell me, because facts tell, stories tell. And if I say it, I'm trying to sell her something. If she says it, she's selling herself. Oh my gosh, well, I really connected with this part of your post. I really loved that. Oh my goodness, what I'm going to do, I would love to invite you into this really cool online group that is filled with people just like us who love whatever it was that she talked about. So if she talked about income, if she talked about travel, if she talked about friends, if she talked about fun, if she talked about whatever it was, that's what I want to then share about that group. So this group is our social proof group. Anyone can be a member of that group. It's a non-selling group. I want to make really clear. But in that group are a whole heap of stories. So what we then want to do is we want to tag her in a post of a story that's relevant. So it may be that I go, oh my goodness, you would love Jeff. Let me tell you about Jeff. And I'm then going to edify Jeff. And it might be the concierge. Maybe Carrie got really excited about concierge. Oh my goodness, the concierge is amazing. And I've got to connect you with my buddy, Jeff. Gosh, I've known Jeff for 15 years. He's amazing. He travels with his family and he has used the concierge service all the time. I'm going to tag you in a post with his story because I think you'd really love it. So then I'm just going to tag her in that particular post. But then to make it really super simple, because when you get tagged and stuff, I don't know if you guys get as many notifications as me, get like 1,000 notifications a day, and I miss stuff. So I want to make it really super simple for people. So I'm then going to message that post direct to Carrie with the link to make it easy for her. So then it's tracked in Messenger so she can just click it. So I'll be like, hey, babe, here's the link to that post as promised. Let me know what you love, or jump in the group, have a look, and hey, let's connect for a call in the next day or so. So it's just really simple. It's non-salesy. It's non-spammy. It's literally just connecting, which I absolutely love. So Jeff, do you want to just open up that group, babe?
Yeah, sure.
And Jeff and I are on a mission to add a heap of content into this group over the next couple of days. You can see there's already 3,200 people in that group. So what that also does is it gives it social proof. This group, whilst I'm an admin on this group is a company-owned group. So that's really great because other people are going to be contributing to this group as well. But we are just going to leverage this group like crazy, which we're really excited about. So if you go into just that little search up in that top left-hand corner, Jeff, and just type in your name. That's fine to start with. And so then what this is going to do is it's going to bring up all of the posts that Jeff has done in this group, because maybe there's a particular post or story that's really resonated in there. Can you now do the same for me? Pop my name up in there. And what you can then start doing is jump in this group, like spend, 10, 15 minutes having a look at some of the posts, and the ones that you love and get excited about, it could be someone in someone else's team. So you can see that post was done on the 3rd of June back in 2022. That's a little bit of my story. This was actually my daughter's 9th birthday. We did a dream trip to Hamilton Island, and it just talks about the dream trip. So you can see there, Trish was actually tagged in that message. You can see I've tagged a bunch of people in there. And what that does is when you tag your people, there is so much social proof in there, because they're going, holy crap, like look at all the people in here. Look at how many people have liked this post, which is really, really super powerful. So super simple process, add tag message, but don't just go and add a whole bunch of your people in there without asking them first. We want to start with a connected conversation, invite them into the group, and seriously, this 3-step process, you can build your business in 5 minutes a day where you're sitting on the loo doing a number 2. All right, Jeff, back to you.
Love that. So, guys, we're looking at ways to help support you from a leadership team, and not just leverage a $1 promotion. This is a long-term strategy, and what we've found that the biggest challenge in duplicating is people like just taking people to that video, the tool a little bit too early. So this helps us to really warm that process up and qualify the process and get people really curious, because people are living in busy lives, and we're so distracted. And we're just finding that, time and time again, people aren't watching the 4 minute, even the 20-minute video, because they don't see the need or the value to do it. So, this is a really great strategy that we've found to put in the front end of the process, to help warm people up. And then when people start seeing all these awesome stories, because stories compel, they get us the emotion and, start to see ourselves in their stories, and they start asking all these questions. That is a really good time to start to use those tools. Bring in the 4-minute video, or bring in the 20-minute overview video. So Kylie and I are actually going to get together today, around lunchtime today, and we're going to pre-record a business overview for you, to really leverage this and help you to take things to the next level. But you don't need to use these tools to get people in for $1. Share the stories, answer their questions, and just close. Like, the simple question that I love to ask is at the end of this process is say, hey, tell me what you love best. Was it the travel club stories? Was it the business opportunity side of it? Or was it both? And then I'll go and tell you and have that conversation around that. And then we could just simply jump in from there and say, okay, cool. Do you have any other questions, or are you ready to get started? Just $1 today to get started for a 30-day trial. You in? And I find that seems to be the question that a lot of people forget, neglect, or struggle with. Maybe it's, I don't know, whatever it is that you're in your own head. You've got this thing that you don't like to sell people, or whatever it is. Like, guys, if you don't ask that closing question, you've already robbed the decision away from that person. You've already made the decision for them. And I feel like that's an injustice. The worst
And
that they
another
can say to you is
reason why
no.
people don't join is because you don't ask a closing question. That's
Mm,
the number one reason why people don't join. So
yeah.
it's super, what did you love the most, and are you in? Are you ready to get started?
Yeah. So, guys, that's probably all we have for today, from a training perspective and an update perspective. And I really want to open it now to Q&A, because we know that a confused mind never takes any action. So who wants to put the hand up? You've got the little emoji icons there, reaction. You can put your hand up, or you can physically do it like you're in a classroom. And we're not going to have time to answer everybody's question, but let's get those burning questions off the plate. So who would like to go first? And let me just give you the ability to be able to unmute yourself, and you should be able to turn your
And even
microphone
if
on.
you don't have a question, if you've just got, a comment or feedback, or if there's something that you're excited that you'd like to share, we'd love to hear from you too.
Yeah. So I did see one question that was it's come up a couple of times, and I'd love to hear your other questions. You can also put them in the chat as well. You don't have to unmute yourself, however works best for you. But the main question I saw there coming through is hey, what if we're already a part of the MDC? What happens if we're already an affiliate for DreamTrips, and we're an affiliate for MDC already? And guess what,
Yeah.
guys? So am I. I'm already putting my hand up for there. So I've already reached out to our owners, Mark and Tammy, and I've already reached out to our leadership with Martin and Jefferson. And the simple answer that I've got for you in this space is you can do both. You can have both positions. It's up to you which one you want to build. I'm going to build the DreamTrips team, because I've been here, tooting the DreamTrips horn for the last 2.5 years. I've built my whole brand around being a travel ambassador. So I'm going to personally build the DreamTrips business, and Kylie's going to build the DreamTrips business, and everybody that we put into the team will still go into your downline. But the reality is there's really nothing at this point. I don't know, compliance could change, but at this very point, there's nothing stopping you from having both positions. So that's the simple, clean answer to back that up. Kylie, do you want to add to that?
Yeah, so I would say for the first month, I wouldn't do anything. There will probably be some glitches if you're using the same email address for both accounts at some point. But again, they understand that there's going to be a transition process. So the main thing is, if you are building another company within MDC, that's fine. You can continue to do that. But ultimately, if you're looking at this as a significant level of leadership that you're aiming for, you will probably want to condense and build one spot, because all the volume, you'll be splitting it across 2 positions. So ultimately, you probably will want to work out which one you want to build with. And, you know, we respect your choice. We understand that some of you might choose to, you know, go with whatever your other position is, and that's totally fine. We'll love you and bless you, and it's all still great. And we also know that there'll be plenty of people who will be like, no, we want to continue to work with you guys as our mentors, and, you know, stay within our downline for the whole brand umbrella as well. So either option is great. But what I would suggest is don't do anything for the first month while we're figuring out the transition process. And then what we'll probably also do is have some individual conversations. If you don't have any downline, well, just, you know, leave your other position and just leave everything through DreamTrips. There is no monthly fee, Tracy, for the actual MDC component. So it's free to join up with them as an affiliate. So but then you purchase your products within that umbrella. Of course, DreamTrips is then one of those brands.
Yeah, with your membership. And guess what, guys? The refer for, pay no more is still active, even with MDC. So you know, you can definitely use the MDC membership to purchase your membership through DreamTrips, and that's how it's all going to work for everybody. But yes, we're still going to be able to have our refer for, pay no more qualification kick in as well.
Yeah. Now, Jeff, I know I saw a question earlier. I think it might have been from you, Nolene. I'm scrolling up to try and find it. But I think from memory, it was something along the lines of, what if you're with another nutrition brand that could be a compete with one of those brands? So under the MDC umbrella, you can just promote whatever brands you choose to align yourself with. So if you're with another nutrition company and you don't want to promote the nutrition brand with MDC, don't. That's totally fine. If you want, you know, and initially, I'm only going to be promoting DreamTrips. Even though we have all these other brands, I will continue to lead with DreamTrips. You know, I always said DreamTrips is my thing. So, you know, and then over time, I may choose to include some of those other brands, but I will always be leading with DreamTrips. Because here's the other thing on social media. If you start promoting that you're the nutrition queen and the travel queen and the whatever other thing queen and all the things, people are like looking at your social media going, what do you actually do? And again, it's confusing, and a confused mind takes no action. So you want to be really clear on your branding. And I know Jeff has worked really well with so many of you with creating your online brand to bring people in your way. So you don't want to confuse that. You want to look at MDC as a way to supercharge that versus to, you know, be confused.
Yeah, and I'll make the claim that, you know, I truly believe the future of network marketing is personal branding and being a social influencer. And you know, for me personally, like DreamTrips is just a product on our shelf. You know, the other brands that are going to be represented with MDC, I can choose if I want to bring in a product. What I'm most excited about is this gives us other verticals to be able to tap into. So let's say and there's not a brand there yet, but there's nothing stopping it coming down. Let's say there's a travel essentials accessories brand that comes on board, and they sell, you know, suitcases and other products like that. Well, now I have the ability to be able to, you know, promote that product as an affiliate to our community. And that's the ability of this too, is we can bring people in with the DreamTrips brand. And then they may see they love, you know, come in under our downline with MDC, and they say, oh, hang on, I actually love HempWorks, and I'm going to go build a brand around representing HempWorks. Well, guess what? We still all benefit as a win-win from that, and they can do that if they choose to. So this just gives us a lot more robust business model and comp plan for us to all leverage to. And you know, as you all know, my goal is to help people get to that 10K a month online as fast as possible. I'm so excited with this because I really believe that this is the vehicle now to do that.
Yeah.
So,
we've got a question from Tracy. So Tracy says, will future people sign up for DreamTrips through the MDC versus through our portal? So you've actually going to have both options. So we will always have our own DreamTrips link that you can just share, but you might actually choose to introduce someone through a specific product which still comes into your binary and your downline. So the short answer is we will actually have both. So it's up to you how you want to bring someone in. If you want to sell in the future a brand bucks pack that then they can choose how they spend their brand bucks, whether it's DreamTrips or something else. Personally, I will be leading them through DreamTrips. So our current site will be replicated. So what I love with MDC, Josh, one of the founding owners of that company, he's a technology geek. Like he's like Jeff on steroids when it comes to technology, but he loves systems. He loves simplicity and he loves things to look really beautiful. So this online tech platform that we will have access to, when I was on a call with Jefferson, oh my gosh, like he showed us the back end of the engine. So for all of you like me who do not love our back office, oh my gosh, wait till you see our new back office. It is amazing. It's beautiful. It's got all these new bells and whistles. Like, oh my gosh, it's like we're getting out of the Hyundai and we're jumping into a Rolls Royce. So
Ford
it's
to Ferrari is what I've been saying.
Ford to Ferrari. I like that. That's super
That's
cool.
a really great question, Knowles. Did MDC have anything travel related before? And the answer to that is yes. They have high life travel. And the simple answer is DreamTrips is coming in to be the travel club product for MDC. And that there will be a phase that will happen here and swap it all out. But essentially, MD's our travel portal, with our private booking engine and High Life travel portal are pretty much identical. The thing is DreamTrips have the best deals negotiated there. We got the best deals on the marketplace. So
can I just clarify that? So guys, our travel portal is a third party.
yeah.
And that travel portal, that third-party platform is used by a lot of other companies that say that they do travel. But the company, and in our case, the company is DreamTrips International, gets to choose how many loyalty points that you get. They get to choose whether you can actually, how far you can buy down with your points. And DreamTrips has the absolute highest level of buy down. We actually pass on all of the travel savings because that's not a profit center for DreamTrips. Whereas a lot of other companies, they might only give you $2 per dollar spent. They might only allow you to buy down a certain amount with your travel savings. Whereas with us, we get the full spend, whatever the maximum saving is. So even though it's the same travel portal, ours will actually show a better price than any existing MDC customers, which is really exciting. But the other big thing to remember is DreamTrips is all about our flagship product, which is DreamTrips. And nobody else has DreamTrips.
Yeah.
Everybody has tried to copy DreamTrips, but nobody's done it because it's freaking hard. We've got a 20+ year history of running DreamTrips. We've got the booking engine. We've got all the history, all the data, all the contacts, all the contracts, all the templates, all the things. And so it's so easy for us to just ramp that up because we've already got it all just sitting there. So that's what's really exciting. And nobody else has that. So yes, they did have the travel portal with less savings than what we have, but they didn't have DreamTrips. So just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, yep, no, great. That's thank you very much, Kylie. So will there be 2 customer services or just one? And this is what I'm actually really excited about it. One simple one. All customer service is going to be done through MDC. And that'll actually free up the DreamTrips team to focus on what they do best. Create amazing dream trip packages for us to go traveling on. And look at, hosting these quarterly incentive trips and doing all those things. So yeah, our team's going to be focused on their gifts and their strengths. And so customer service will be looked after with MDC. All right, I've probably got a couple of minutes for a few more questions there, probably about 5 more minutes. So how do you apply to be a guide in your local area? That's a great question, Jay. And I haven't really got the answer for you to do that one. How do you apply to be a guide, Kylie?
I can answer that. So when you say guide, do you mean like hosting your own dream trip? Is that what you're referring to there? Clarify. Awesome, Nolene. Great to see you. I think she's already jumped off. Okay. Yeah. So I'm presuming, Jay, that you're referring to being a host for a dream trip. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Got it. Got it. Got it. Sweet. So basically, a host is a paid thing within DreamTrips on most of the trips. But as a leader, Jeff and I won't be paid to be hosting the Thailand trip because we're just stepping up to be able to do that. And so essentially there's company trips and there's team trips, and some are both company and team trips. So there's been times where I've hosted trips for DreamTrips, and I've basically just said to Mark and Tammy, for example, the Gari Fraser Island trip, I put my hand up and said, we need a trip in Australia. I will host it. This is what we're doing. This is where we're going. And I basically partnered with Mark and Tammy, but I had to give them a guarantee that I would put a certain number of people on that trip. So I had a target around that, and we put a trip together. And then I did the same thing for the Whit Sundays. Typically, to be able to do that, you need to have a team, because they love leader-led trips. That's what, that's everyone's favorite kind of thing. So my coaching and mentoring around you for that is go build a team and then say, hey, I've like Attila, he does trips all the time in Europe because he's built a massive team. So he just hosts his own trips, which is really cool. And, for those of you who've been around in the legacy company, our Blue family, oh my gosh, like we had some of the best team trips. It was amazing. And that's the culture that Jeff and I are really wanting to now build on, is actually having those team trips under the DreamTrips umbrella. So yeah, hopefully that answered that question for you.
Cool. All right, guys, that's probably all we've got time for Q&A. Hey, thank you very much for all of you for jumping onto this call. Thank you very much for everybody who said yes to partnering with us and being a travel ambassador. Really, really excited for the future of DreamTrips with MDC as our house of brands. And personally, I'm most excited about these incentive trips. And Kylie and I are going to be hosting this and really pushing the Thailand trip to really, put that carrot out there, if you will, the incentive to really drive that. Just to be really crystal clear here, you guys are going to, those who meet the qualification, that we will pay for that dream trip personally. That's Kylie and I paying that for you, because hey, this is all about a team win-win culture. And we really know to build our team is we need to build our ambassadors, and we need to build you. And Kylie probably doesn't know this. I'm sort of throwing her under the bus a little bit, but maybe Kylie, maybe one day or half a day that you and I could do maybe like a bit of a social selling workshop on that
Absolutely.
Thailand trip. So there's
Yeah.
another incentive to come to Thailand with Kylie and I, and just leverage our expertise and our wisdom to be able to help build an awesome travel club.
I think we can even supercharge that, Jeff. Like,
Yeah.
let's actually create a 3-hour workshop where we actually get you doing social content. We'll
Love
get
it.
you doing videos. Like, we'll absolutely show you how to leverage to become a travel influencer and actually create the content on that Thailand trip. So yeah,
there you go.
love it. I love when you throw
Eric,
me under the bus, Jeff.
Eric and Larry are going to come from America down to Thailand with us. He's saying they need to get their passport. Carrie's going to say, get the passport stats. It'd be so good to see
100%.
our American brothers and sisters here at Thailand with us as well.
Oh, amazing. And guys, it's so awesome to see you all and meet you. I know there's lots of familiar faces, lots of new faces, and just again, just massive acknowledgement to each and every one of you. And, this next end of month, this last little push, like my coaching is go, go, go as fast as you can, like sleep in May.
Yeah. So those of you who have got any more questions, we're going to have to wrap this call up because we've got other calls to go to. But if you've still got any more burning questions, please reach out to Kylie and myself, and we'll definitely make sure that you're looked after. All right, guys. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And we really look forward to seeing you at Thailand. All right. So Kylie, what's our motto?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, guys. See you there.
See you guys. Thank you, Jeff.